today's activity, we're going to be playing a sport called bocce, and bocce means to bowl. And this sport is really near and dear to my heart because bocce is super popular in Italy, which is where most of my family comes from. So this is something that I played with my family growing up, and hopefully after you learn it, it's something that you can play with your family too. So with that being said, we're going to get to the lesson. Our essential question for today is really important. It's how do you earn points in bocce? And we'll talk about that as we go through playing the rounds. The equipment that you're going to need, because I know you're going to say, well, Coach M, who has a bocce set lying around other than you? But we'll talk about the modifications for that. So I know you guys won't have this stuff, but you'll need something similar. So a ball about that size or object, and another object smaller than that. And we'll need approximately 8 of the larger ones and 1 small one. Now, ways you can modify this, you can roll up an aluminum foil for the smaller ball. Tube socks work real good, especially indoors. If it's a rainy day, this is something good to play if you have an open area inside. We tested these. This is really fun inside. But you guys are so creative, you can come up with all kinds of things. We've seen you come up with some really creative stuff in the gym, so we know you'll be good to find objects that match that. Measuring tools, but you don't even, if you don't have anything like a ruler or measuring tape, you can use string. I like to use my feet when we're just playing with friends and family to measure. So those are the pieces of equipment you're going to need. We're going to talk about this vocabulary as we play the game, as we demonstrate the game for you, but some of it is going to be an English version and the Italian version of it. So we'll give you a little bit of another language in there. Okay, I have a really cool assistant that's going to help me demonstrate and model this for you today. Many of you know her, and we're going to practice our social distancing, but we're going to still play our game. So she's going to come on this side. Everybody say hello to Miss Henderson. Okay, so we're going to go step by step with this. The first step is you have to determine who is going to start the game, which team is going to start the game. And with teams, you can do 2 people, 4 people, 1 person. Just modify it to how you need to use it. If your whole family's playing, you can break up into different teams depending on how many you have. If you're just practicing by yourself, sometimes I just like to throw and practice my form by myself. You could just do that too. All right, but if you have 2 or more people, you're going to try to determine who is throwing first. So we're going to, for today, rock, paper, scissors. You can coin toss, you can do odds, evens, whatever you like. We're going to rock, paper, scissors. So ready? Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, Coach M gets to go first. All right, so since I'm the winner, we're going to do it like this. Coach M's going to be the blue and green, and Miss Henderson's going to be yellow and red. These are our bocce balls, and this little ball is called, in Italian, the pallino. In English, most people call it the jack. That has to be thrown out first. So I'm going to throw it down the other end, because that's the target we're going to be aiming at. So I'm going to throw it out. All right, that's our marker. We have to figure out who's going to get closest to that in this game. So the object is to get your larger ball that we're getting ready to throw closest to that pallino. Okay, these are our bocce balls. Now, this in bocce, you want to do an underhand motion, okay? But you can do underhand with your palm to the sky, which is what Miss Henderson is going to be doing, or some of the older kids, or if you're at a higher skill level, you can try throwing with your palm to the ground. But it's still an underhand motion. We're not doing any overhand stuff with this, especially these balls have a little weight to them too, so you want to do only an underhand motion. All right, so I'll be doing the palm down. Miss Henderson will be doing the palm up, and we're just going to take turns with our set of bocce balls until there are none left. That is called a frame. In Italian, a giro. The G is a J sound. Okay, so we're going to play our first frame till all the balls are done. Okay, so here we go. Ooh, sorry, Miss Henderson. also try to knock the other person's ball out farther away. Oh, I think I got yours closer. I guess we're pretty good at this today because we're all right in the center there. We might be tied. We might not even be able to score this round. Okay. All right. So we would come down with our tools and we'd measure. The problem with what's happening now is, and this has not happened, it doesn't happen very often, but we're tied. My green ball and Ms. Henderson's red ball is the same distance away, so that clears the round and nobody scores. All right, because what we're looking for is an in team and an out team, and so we'll play another round of frame or gyro real quick. I'm gonna toss it again, and then so after you play down one end, you go the other way. Of course, if you're in the house, modify. All right, so here we go. Oh, that's yours. Here you go. Tossing, my grip is underhand. Remember, my grip is underhand toss with either your palm up or your palm down. First ball's coming out. I'm going to do palm down with my grip. All right, we'll at least get a score out of this round. So here's how this works. Once the frame is over, the gyro is over, you come over and you figure out which team has a ball closest to the Polino. Like I said, I like to do it with my feet because that's just an easy way to do it, but you can, if you want to add some math into this, which is really good, you can measure to see who's closest and see, okay, Ms. Henderson's at 17 inches, Coach M's at 27 inches, so I'm way farther out than her. So I'm the out team, she's the in team. Now, only the in team can score points. So however many points she has closer to the Polino is how many points she has for the round. So right now she has 1. Okay, remember what I said. This is 27. You got another ball over here, Miss Henderson? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's definitely farther out than mine. Let's check this guy right here. Let's check this guy. Nope, that's over 27. So there's no more balls closer than my ball, so she gets up 1 point for that round because her red ball is closer, and then the next closest is my blue ball. Okay, so that cuts out that. All right. So we would keep playing frames just like that until you get to 12 points. Okay. Out team. So I was the out team that time because I didn't have any balls closer than Miss Henderson's. Would start the next round by throwing the Polino out and throwing the first ball. Okay. This is called open bocce. Okay, there's several variations. This is just, you take turns. It's very, very basic. All right. See if I'm forgetting anything else. The other thing I'm going to do actually is I'll screenshot the board so that you have the rules written down, and I'll post it with the video. And then, of course, if you guys have any questions or you want to say, hey, I love that game you put up there today, Coach Eb, any of those things, we love hearing from you. We're loving all the comments on all of the exercises that we're posting. We miss you guys a ton. We love you, and we'll see you on the next video.